Jade Pettyjohn, JadePettyJohn. Voyeurism was a huge influencer for this particular film, and I think what makes this film really interesting is how do we portray that in what a modern day Gen Z experience would be, which is influencerism, right? Like it's social media, you're opening up the opportunity for someone to watch you and expose what you're doing, and you're allowing a killer or something nefarious into your world, right? So that was definitely a theme that we felt was really important and something that we wanted to explore. Yeah, so I think Sarah's a really interesting character. She's incredibly complex and nuanced, and um, through the beginning, first and second half of the film, you see her as sort of the voice of reason, and she seems like this calm line, and is the one that the audience gets to sort of see what is happening through her eyes amongst all of the chaos and wild things that occur in this film. The third act hits and you see a completely different side of her, which is a really interesting thing as an actor to explore. When I first got the script, they described Sarah as a final girl in a way that no one's ever seen before, which I thought was really quite interesting. And you find at the end of the film, not to give any spoilers, but the thing that drives Sarah the most is grief and guilt, and how that all ties into the film and trying to navigate and finding her place within this particular friend group. I'm honored. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I mean, I think the final girl is such an iconic character for horror films. So to join those ranks was just incredible. I definitely was watching a lot of Scream before getting onto this film and analyzing what makes a great final girl. Yeah, I mean, expect the unexpected for sure. I think anytime someone thinks that they know what this film is, they're going to be surprised, and there's a lot of twists and turns. I love going to the movies. I love escapism. I think that's why I love horror films so much, is you can sort of get lost in this crazy story for a couple of hours. And that's what I want viewers to see. I want them to have fun. I want them to watch something with their friends or a first date or something like that. But also, I think that the underlying theme of this film, like on a deeper sense, aside from just having fun, is really the toll that social media can take on an individual. I think it's a beautiful tool and it could be great, but I think my generation specifically, we're experiencing sort of the darker sides of social media as well. And I think that this film particularly explores like the dark underbelly of what social media can do to someone and their life. It was incredible. I mean, when we worked together, we were babies, basically. I mean, I think she was like 13 and I was like 15 or 16, something like that. And it was always so much fun working with her. She's such a light, but to pair up with her again on something that's a lot more adult and we're now adults was just so much fun. I was just talking to her about it today, like how fun it was that we hadn't seen each other for years and it was like nothing had changed. She was driving me around from like set to set, and we were catching up on what our lives have looked like, and she's a genuinely like such an incredible being. So I love her.